Do you know what's one secret that every successful person does but never say to anybody else? It's that every single success schedule that they talk about is all BS. Habibi, you do understand? None of those successful people actually do what they do. Do you know why? Because none of them know why they're successful. If you ask Elon Musk right now, if you ask him, be like, why are you successful? He's going to be like, oh, well, it's because of my hard work, my dedication, my genius, my this, my this, my this, my this. Everybody says the same thing. When in reality, there are people that have the same exact stuff. Hard work, genius, consistency, blah, 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 all that stuff. But yet they're still not that successful. Why is that? It's because success doesn't just come from your own action. Success never came from your own action. It only comes from Allah. And by the way, Habibi, when was the last time? Like, listen, this is something that every millionaire knows. If you get rid of brain fog, you get rid of uncertainty in your mind, you'll be successful. What I mean by that is that if right now you're living your life and you're just so confused, you don't even know what you're doing, you're so confused, the best thing you can do is go for a walk, move your body, destroy your body. Once you destroy your body and the body is destroyed, you'll notice that the mind slowly is going to start getting so many ideas. And those ideas, where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Not from you. They're coming straight from Allah. Straight from Allah. So all those successful people, when they have these ideas and then they go and act upon these ideas are coming from Allah. They don't even know that it's coming from Allah. But they just know it's like, somehow, when I get rid of this brain fog, ideas just keep coming to me. And you know what's the funny thing too is, by the way, when they talk about you gotta sleep early, wake up in the morning, wake up at 3 a.m., blah, 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 all that is just BS. Let's just say at night, at 10 p.m., you got a beautiful idea. Beautiful idea. Do you think someone who is successful is just gonna go sleep because they're just like, I gotta follow my schedule? No one's gonna do that. No one ever does that. The person who does that is the person who thinks that's how success looks like. But that's not how success looks like. You look at a gamer. Look at a gamer who is like super good at the game. Like, for example, very good at COD, for example, right? Those people have the worst schedules, but yet they're still successful at that game. Now, if you take that same obsession and you put it into work, like no schedule. You only work when you have ideas. Like, you don't sleep. When you have ideas, you don't go to sleep. You just continue working. Those are the ones that are successful. But the idea, bro, where did the idea come from? It came straight from Allah. And that's what you need to be understanding too. Most of you guys are taking so much action. Even me, to be honest, I used to think I'm lazy, even though when you look at me from the outside, like I'm actually taking lots of action. But yet, I would take action and I would go nowhere in life. And that's only because you have to, first of all, start getting the ideas from Allah. So all those successful people, non-Muslim or Muslim, they're all getting their ideas from Allah. And they don't follow those schedules that the successful people tell you to follow. None of them follow those schedules. All of them just work. When they get that genius, when they get that flow state, they don't go to sleep. They would stay 3 a.m. in the morning awake. They don't even go to sleep. Because when the genius comes to you, that's the divine insight that Allah gave you. And then once you act upon that idea, $1 million just comes out of nowhere. But now imagine, let's just say you got that idea and then you just went to sleep because you're just like, I gotta follow the success schedule that I read in the habits book and whatever. Nah, man, that's not how it works. You'll see people, by the way, like I look at, for example, those Aiden Ross, I look at Kai, I look at all those people. They got success that most of you guys wish to get. Bunch of money, bunch of followers, bunch of attention, bunch of fame. People wish for that stuff. Muslim or non-Muslim. Don't lie to me. You wish for that stuff. But why did they get that? They act upon any idea they get. Any idea they get, they immediately just go and act upon it. To the point that when you start acting upon every idea that you get, to the point that you minimize the time between idea and action. You minimize that time. Once you do that, like overnight success is something that's just like that. But that's the thing. It's like, understand, Habibi, the way I view myself right now is I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel of the divine insight. So all I have to do, be prepared to gain divine insight. How do I do that? There's many ways to do that. Once you silence the mind, there's many ways to silence the mind. But once you silence the mind, ideas they just come to you easily. Now, how do you silence the mind? That's the thing. How do you silence the mind? Do you need to have the perfect diet, perfect workout, perfect schedule? No, you don't. You look at Trump, for example, worst diet of all time. You look at Yeah, honestly, bro, you look at Kai, for example, worst schedule of all time. You look at any of these people, worst schedules of all time. But why are they still so successful? Any idea they get, they just act upon immediately. And that's the thing. But that's why I say it's not from you, it's from Allah. Because right now, if I told you that that tree grew because of me, it would make no sense. Because, like, I planted the seed, but who's the one that made it grow? Allah. But who's the one that even created the seed? Allah. So those ideas that are coming to you, who's the one that's giving you that idea? Allah. And then who's the one that's putting you in the flow state? Allah. It's not you, bro. Someone's walking. I'm like, I thought they were going to come and tell me, stop exposing the secrets of the successful people. But truly though, that's the real secret of success. You don't need any book. You really don't need any book. Any idea that you get right now, make it a habit, make it a practice of yours right now, that any idea you get, you minimize the time between idea and action. Like right now, I was driving, and then immediately I got this idea to make this video right now. Immediately, I'm like, screw that, pause the car. Let me go and act upon this idea. And this is not impulse, by the way. You're not being impulsive. This is just fast, speed. What's so funny is that even Tate actually talked about that. He's like, speed, man. Speed, because what happens is that, understand, ideas are all around you. They're all around you. It's just Allah picks which idea to gives you. And it's so funny the way it works, bro. I don't even know how it works. But it's just that Allah picks which idea to give you in whichever moment. And that's why when you live in the present moment and you act upon living from the present moment, success becomes inevitable, because at this point you're acting from the will of Allah. And again, how do you do that? Silence the mind. One way to silence the mind is when you destroy the body. Destroy the body. So that's why when you go for like a 1 hour walk for a long time, you're going to destroy the body. And by destroy, I don't mean like go abuse your body, bro. That's not what I mean. I mean that you'll be walking for so much to the point that your mind, like your body, so much activity is happening within your body to the point that your mind becomes silenced. The only reason why your mind is too active is because your body is too silenced. It's funny how it works. Back then, everything used to be labor. Everything used to be physical. So the mind was silenced. Mind was silenced. Nowadays, everybody is just, bodies don't move anymore. Everybody is just sitting down scrolling. No one's moving their bodies. As a result, what's happening? Your mind is way too active. And when the mind is way too active, it becomes very hard for you to come and receive ideas. And then if you're not going to be receiving ideas, where are you going to be acting upon from? That used to be me, bro. Sitting all day, and then I'd get no ideas. I'd be doing a lot of work, but no ideas. No ideas. Even you sitting right now, speaking, moving your body, motion, you're having motion, that's going to silence your mind. You doing things, being in the flow zone, that's going to silence your mind. And the more, Habibi, the more that your mind is silenced, the more happiness you'll experience, the more success you'll experience. Why do you think everybody starts smoking weed? Everybody starts drinking? Because in a way that actually does silence your mind, which is so sad. But I'm telling you right now, like, you can silence your mind in the halal way. When you're doing istighfar, when you're doing dhikr, when you're praying, all of that is silencing your mind, because it's doing something physical, something with your mouth. You're moving your mouth, you're moving your body in salah, and that silences your mind. Silences your mind. And that's why I say the more you prolong the salah, the more that you'll silence your mind, and the more beauty you'll find within the salah, the more gold you'll find within the salah. And then as a result, the more success you'll be getting, because you'll be getting more ideas. Rizq comes in the form of ideas. Ideas, bro. And it's up to you to go and act upon these ideas. How? By silencing the mind. That's it. Forget the schedule. Forget the blah, 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 all that stuff. No need for that stuff. If you are trying to be successful, no need for that stuff. The one secret that you can do all that stuff, obviously, but the one secret that you need, minimize time between idea and action. How do you get idea? Silence the mind. How do you silence the mind? Move the body. That's all it is, bro. If this was helpful, just let me know.